Okay, so I want to share with you guys a really simple 3 or 4 ingredient enchilada recipe that I made a couple weeks ago. Okay, so I used boneless, skinless chicken breast. I used a pack of 8, but you can use however many you want. It just depends on how many enchiladas you want. And I used taco seasoning. I used just a little bit, not even half of the pack, and I just eyeballed it. So just eyeball it. And then I used the yellow can of Pato sauce. That's the only seasoning that I used. Okay, so now I am just adding some water. I'm going to add enough water to cover the chicken, and I'm going to cook it until the meat is so tender that I can pull it apart with the fork. So then I'm going to put this on high and put a lid on it, and after it starts boiling, then I'm going to take the lid off, lower the heat, and let it simmer for a while. And as it simmers, I keep checking on it and add water as needed. So here I'm turning it down as low as I can so I can bring it down to a simmer. Okay, so after we get the chicken to the right tenderness, just the way I like it, we're going to add some green onion. My son cut it up. He cut up most of the green onion and he added it to the pot. And so we're going to add more water and let the green onion and the flavor cook into the chicken. And the green onion is a star ingredient in this recipe. It adds so much dimension to the flavor, and it's just awesome. So let that cook down. Let the green onion cook down, and just keep adding water as you go until it's the right texture that you want. Okay, so now we've got it to a boil. Okay, so after the mixture reduces down and the water is pretty much gone, you're going to let the chicken cool down to like room temperature, and then you're going to add cheese. You don't want the heat to melt the cheese right now. You want the cheese to melt in the oven. Add whatever cheese you want. I like sharp cheddar, but you add whatever you want. Okay, so you see how the cheese is not melted? That's how you want it. You don't want it to melt before you put it in the oven, because it changes the flavor. So next you're going to heat up your enchilada sauce. Just heat it up. Don't let it boil and reduce, because that changes the flavor. It changes the consistency. So just heat it up, and that's it. Okay, so I'm using vegetable oil, and that's what I'm going to use to fry the corn tortillas. So here I'm using yellow corn tortillas by Mission, the Mission brand. I fry my tortillas till they're slightly crispy but still soft enough to where I can roll up the enchilada. I like my enchiladas to be like crispy around the edges, so I fry them up according to that. So you fry yours however you like it, and then I add the meat mixture and roll it up and put them in the pan. So after you get them all in the pan, then you pour your enchilada sauce over all of them, and I use the whole can, and then you add more cheese on top, and then you put in the oven. Put the oven at, I think, like 350. So I had enough left over to make a second pan, and this is the second pan. I like my cheese to brown a little bit on top, so you can take yours out sooner whatever you like. But this is how they turned out. Thanks for watching. So if you try this recipe, I really hope you enjoy it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, if I left something out. Okay, this is not, as you probably noticed, it's not a specific recipe. You know, I just eyeball stuff, and, you know, I can't tell you how long to cook the enchiladas, and, you know, that's up to you. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. Mama,